Hey guys, welcome back to 3D QuickBooks YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to take a look at how this terrain cinematic render came to be. It is completely rendered in Unreal Engine, but it wouldn't have been possible without a few other softwares. We did render this in 21:9 aspect ratio with 4K 60 FPS. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first question that every student has when they're trying to get into large scale environment creation, whether it is for fantasy or for movies or anything else, is where do I begin? And this question can be answered precisely, accurately in three simple parts. The first part of this answer is very simple. Why are we using the tools that we are using? And so let us begin with Unreal Engine, because I showed you an Unreal Engine cinematic. So let's first talk about Unreal Engine. And the reason that we're going to start with Unreal Engine is because it has a massive superpower that no other software in the industry has right now, is its real-time rendering capabilities. Say whatever you want, how Unreal Engine games look and what all the people complaining about the color spectrum that Unreal Engine works with. There is no denying the fact that Epic Games have really developed Unreal Engine to be point where it can be really be used for creating really cool cinematic renders. And as you can see in front of yourself, this is all something that you can actually move around, you can play around with it, and you can come in here. This is obviously how the camera is set up. We can play with the volumetric cloud, we can play with the skylight, we can play with exponential height fogs, and we can play around. And this is something that I like to show everyone is, you can play around with the time of day and all these kind of things, which really makes Unreal Engine something that you can use to create high-end cinematic renders. How do we go from not being able to do it to being able to produce something like this? And for that, we need to again come back to what does Unreal Engine do. Unreal Engine is really great at real-time rendering. It is, however, not the best software to use when it comes for terrain creation. And now let's shift our focus to Gaea. I will be singing praises for Gaea all day long, guys. I bought the original license for Gaea 1, and the Gaea 2 is even better. And the reason that I want to talk about Gaea is very simple. Gaea can do things Unreal Engine can't. And this is where you need to understand that you need to learn this software, because it is monumental, stupendous, miraculous, glorious. Why? Because you can get started with Gaea almost immediately. And the reason that I'm so excited to talk about Gaea is because Gaea can give you results like this in one sitting. That's right, I actually said it, and this is why you need to master it. Not only to mention that Gaea is actually made only for one purpose, which is for terrain creation. Nothing else. It does not do anything else, and it is wonderful for it. Let me run you overview how we actually went along with Gaea to create this particular terrain. We created all the mountain ranges that we wanted to do, and then we transformed them and shift them to the places that we wanted to shift them to. And then what we did is we created outputs. We created this very specific node which is only going to be used for final exporting. So when we come here, we have marked it for export, and then what we do is we create a really detailed height map for it to be used, so that we can now we have the ability to transfer it to other softwares. I would like to put a disclaimer here. This is the 3D QuickBook way, which means this is something that we teach our students so they can get quality each and every time. And as you can see, this is the final result that we would like to have for our height. And then I would like to make you understand that there is something that is really important. Now this is the last part that you need to understand so that you're able to bring your terrain to life, and we're going to switch back to Unreal Engine, and which is scale. If you look at the scale for this thing, you won't find anything that is here in the transform section which talks about its units or how big it is. Let us come here to mountain. Let us come to our mesh, and when we double click on this mesh, it's going to open this window. And as you can see here, there is again no mention of how big it is. And therein lies the issue, which is scale. And now we are in Blender, because now we're going to talk about exactly how big this is, because neither Unreal Engine neither Gaea is able to determine that for us. So we need to now set the scale so that it looks realistic and it feels realistic in Unreal Engine. And the reason it does that is because the X, Y, and Z parameters, as you can see, are in kilometers. I'm from India, so kilometer, it makes perfect sense for me. Which means that when we take this particular mesh and put it into Unreal Engine, we get the exact same scale. The reason that we're able to get such really good high quality of the mountain is because we use Gaea to create perfectly accurate with correct erosion and all its amazing features, and then run it back into Unreal Engine, where we do our final lighting and cinematic shot rendering along with amazing 4K 60 FPS qualities. So technically, you have the knowledge to work on your own terrains and make this come to life. But honestly, that is not how it works. So now I have one question for you. Even if you know all of this, that I use Gaea, now I use Blender for scaling, and now I can put it into Unreal Engine, and that's how it's done. Are you able to do this for yourself? And the answer to that is obviously no, because you've not seen the steps that I have taken so that you can reach this level. And that is the issue with teaching on YouTube, because if I just keep on rambling and you just keep on listening to me at double the speed or with higher volume, it still doesn't give you the results that you want. And with that, I would like to introduce an offer by 3D QuickBooks to teach you how to create this terrain. But if you are not interested in listening to that, thank you so much for watching till now. I hope whatever information that you got from this video helps you. And remember that Gaea allows you to export for free without any licenses up to 1K, which is not much, but it is free, so we cannot complain. But those of you who have remained and are interested in getting started with 3D QuickBooks, to start your journey to learn something like this, which trust me it does take time. We have live classes for Unreal Engine level and environment design starting from August 3rd, 2026. Now these aren't just normal classes that you buy a course and you're done. No, I will be sitting in front of you with you in the class, showing you exactly every step that I took to create these exact same results. So what will you get in these classes? You will get 20 live classes, 1 hour long each, Monday to Friday, in which I will be sitting with you and helping you out every step of the way. You can even come here and check out the syllabus that we'll be talking about, which will make you understand exactly how we will be covering things each week along the way. We have a dedicated Discord server with students getting their dedicated roles, which means they can only join the classes that they have signed up for. Classes are recorded and they are given to you on the 3D QuickBooks official website. By the way, I've saved this for the students who are serious about joining, that in week 2 we'll be creating our own foliage. Basically, when you come for 3D QuickBook classes, you will be able to create something like this for yourself. And this may look normal until I click this button. Boom, procedurally generated new foliage that is custom and 100% yours without using any other external assets, which means that in week 3 when we go into procedural content generation, which means, and yes, this is a different environment, that I can go from 120 trees to 65 at the press of a button. Put all of this together and this is what you're getting in 20 classes. If you want to find the whole syllabus, the link will be in the description. And if by any chance you want to earn a certificate, you will be provided one after you have completed the course syllabus. And that is where a guarantee comes in. If you work hard alongside with us in this very particular course, you will get these kind of results. And if you join us before July 31st, you can avail 999 rupees off. The code is in the description. If you like a free consultation for this particular course, please drop a comment saying free consultation and we'll get you sorted. So I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next class.